All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think we're on episode 7 or something now, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop counting. It's getting harder and harder every day. All right, yalla, bismillah. We'll jump right into it. Let's go ahead and review from here. We'll start with you, Esnaf, and then sister, you take it away. You guys switch
Alif.
up.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
No.
Where?
Um,
Oh, oops. Ba alif.
Lam alif.
Lam.
Lam alif.
Mm-hmm.
Lam ha.
Mm-hmm.
Lam alif.
Ba lam ba.
Kaf.
Kaf.
Kaf ba.
Kaf. Ba.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Ba kaf ta.
Ta kaf. Sa.
Ba
Ta.
tha.
Noon.
Ya.
Ba alif. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noon alif.
Where are we? Ta alif.
Ya alif.
Sa alif.
Ba sin.
Ya sin.
Noon sin.
Ta sin.
Tha sin.
Sa jim.
Ta ha.
Noon. Kha.
Ya ha.
Ba jim.
Ya mim.
Ba mim.
Noon mim.
Ta mim.
Tha mim.
Ba ya.
Ya ya.
Noon ya.
Ta ya.
Ta ya.
Noon ba lam.
Ta noon lam.
Ba ya lam.
Ya ta lam.
Tha lam.
Noon. Ba noon.
Okay, very good. Good job, guys.
Barakallah feekum, Sheikh.
All right, let's continue.
My turn, right? Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Ba noon noon.
Ta ya noon.
Ya ta noon.
Fa noon.
Jim.
Kha. Oh. Ta.
No.
Ha.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Ha.
Very good. This is kha with the dot on top.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ha.
Mm-hmm.
Sa.
Mm-hmm.
Kha ba.
Jim. Ta.
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 Mm-hmm.
Ta ha ta.
Ya. Jim. Ba.
Ba kha ta.
Ta.
Very good.
Ha.
Ba. Ha. Ta.
There you go. Same as this one. Okay. Ba, ta.
Ya ha.
Ta. Ha.
This is a fancy ha, okay? So this is the same thing right here. This and this, same thing.
Noon ta.
Very good. This and this is the same thing. All it's missing is like the little top right here. It's just fancy convertible version. Okay.
Ha.
Very good.
Ya ha ba.
Mm-hmm.
Ba. Ha. Alif.
Ba ha mim.
Very good.
Dal.
Dhal.
جيم دال
خاء ذال
را
زا
جيم را
خاء زا.
را.
Very good. This is a okay. We already did this. All right, cool. I didn't see this. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Your turn.
Yeah.
My turn. زا
يا را
يا زا. I mean تا زا.
سين
شين
سين لام
شين لام
صاد
ضاد
طا
ضا
صاد با
طا با
ضاد ألف
ضا ألف
عين
غين
حمزة
Hamza with a H, like in English. Happy Hamza. Hamza.
حمزة
عين زا
غين را
صاد عين.
Make more of an S sound. It starts off with just the same as seen, but then it becomes heavy. Swad.
صاد صاد عين.
ضاد غين
باء عين دال
تا غين ذال
Vibrate it a bit more. Zal.
ذال
حمزة
حمزة
حمزة.
فا.
Excellent.
Oh, yo.
My turn, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
قاف
ميم. No. قاف. ها.
This one is wow.
That's the original form of wow.
Wow. Okay,
Oh.
right here. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
See? Wow. Wow. Okay. Go ahead, Esnaf.
قاف wow.
What looks exactly like Qaf, but has only one dot?
It was on the previous page.
Noon.
No.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, Noon has one dot on top as well, but it doesn't have this snake head or whatever. Okay, Qaf, you see Qaf and Fa both have this same head. Okay, and
That's that.
yeah, so this is Fa. Okay, when it looks like a Qaf and it has only one dot, it's a Fa. So Fa, and then what's the next letter?
Yeah.
Oh, this one. We just said it.
I remember.
You said it
I
earlier.
know. I forgot.
Wow.
You see it?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Wow also kind of has the same head as Qaf and Fa, but it's without the dot. Okay, and the tail goes down. Qaf, it goes like this, and Fa, it's a bit flat. Okay, so this is wow. Okay, wow. Yalla, Asnaf.
Fa قاف لام.
Fa.
Do
Qaf.
that. There you go.
Qaf. Fa. Lam.
Very good. Okay, you see the one dot right here is Fa. Two dots is Qaf, and then this is Lam. Very good. Asnaf.
يا فا
Mim.
ميم.
Very good.
Ha. Mim.
Very good.
لام ميم.
Ta. Mim.
Very good.
تا ميم تا.
Very good. Excellent. That's it. Now we're done with all the letters. You know all the letters now, beginning, middle, and end. There's not going to be anything else that's going to come and surprise you. And now we can get to the fun stuff, inshallah. But before we get to the fun stuff, the vowels, the short vowels, long vowels, and all that, they added this lesson here. We call them in Arabic al-huruf al-muqatta'a. And basically what these are is you'll find them in the Quran. It doesn't happen that much, but it happens sometimes. At the beginning of the surah, a surah will begin with these letters. Okay, so for example, like Surah Baqarah begins with Alif, Lam, Mim. I'm sure you've heard them before. Or like Surah Yasin, it begins with Yasin. Okay, now these letters are a bit special. Nobody knows the meaning of them. The scholars agree that nobody knows the meaning of them. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what they mean. There's some speculation, there's guesses, there's discussions on the benefits of them. If that interests you, you can always Google it and do your own research on that. But the reason they added this here is because this is an exception. They have their own rule and it doesn't come that many times. So once you learn them here, you'll be able to read them in the Quran at any time. Okay. Now, the way that you read these words or verses, you read them letter by letter. Okay. You don't read it as a word. So the equivalent of that would be like if I was speaking to you in English, the word book, instead of saying book, I would say, hey, can you give me the B-O-O-K, B-O-O-K? You spell it out letter by letter. And that's the same thing that you do here. So for example, here, you're not going to read this as an entire word. You're going to just say it letter by letter by letter. So you're going to say Alif, Lam, Mim. Okay. Now, the most important part about this lesson, okay, that they kind of introduce here, and we'll work on this later, but since it's here, we're going to learn it, is this squiggly line on top. Okay. What's the squiggly line on top of the letter called? Esnaf.
That's a fatha, but it's an elongated
It's a squiggly fatha. So a squiggly fatha, we call it a med, M-E-D, med. Okay, like medical school or whatever. Okay, so M-E-D, med. That's what this is called. When you see the squiggly line on top, this like squiggly line on top of a letter, it's called med. Med is there to tell you to elongate a letter. Okay, you're going to make it longer. Later on, when we get into the Quran and we start studying tajweed, pronunciation and stuff like that, you'll find out exactly how long to make it long. But here, I just tell my students to try to make it a bit long. Okay, so for example, how would you read this? You're going to say, Alif Lam Mim. If you notice, I made the lam long, I made the meme long. I did not make the alif long. I just said alif. That's because there is no med here on top of the alif. So I'm not going to say alif, and that wouldn't make sense anyway. But just to show you that you wouldn't make this long, okay? Just these two, okay? So here, Asnaf, I want you to try. The med is for the lam, this is for the meme, this is for the sad. The alif does not have a med, so don't make up, even though it kind of looks confusing. This med is for the lam. The alif is empty. Alif doesn't take med. Okay?
Bismillah. Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad.
Very good. Okay? Alif doesn't take med when it's at the beginning because somebody's listening might think that's wrong. But later on, obviously, a lot of the med will come on alif, waw, and ya. But here, like this, in these cases, it doesn't take med. Okay, sister, you try this one. There's only one med here.
Is that Alif, Lam, Ra?
Go ahead.
Alif, Lam, Ra.
Very good. And these are hard for people in the beginning because they take breath and it's difficult to do them, especially like when we get to this one right here. Good luck. I think that's going to be that's going to be useless. Go ahead. That's now.
Alif, Lam, Mim, Ra.
Ra.
I didn't know the harakas. It's one, right?
You do the next one as well.
Next one. Kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad.
Good. Don't say sad.
Something like that, right? Is that
No, this is Surah Al-Maryam. Okay. Dhikr Rahman. but don't say sod. That's something else later. Don't stop so hard on it. Just say sod.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Say sod.
Sod.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a gentle landing. You don't want to just sod.
Okay.
This one is easy. There's no med here. What's it going to be?
Ta.
Yeah, make the thought heavier though. Ta, and what's this?
Ta. Dal.
Not
Ha.
dal. Ha, very good. Okay. Remember, it's this one right here. Ha, the attached one. Okay.
Okay.
So this is Taha, and that's Surah Taha. Okay, that's how it begins. Taha. Yalla, Esnaf.
Tosin. Mim.
Sister.
Tosin.
Yasin.
Sod.
Yeah, make it heavier. Sod.
Sod.
Hamim.
Sister. Don't worry about this.
Is that for me or for her? Right.
You'll say these two and then this one. Go ahead. What's this?
Hamim. Ain.
Ain.
Elongate.
Ain.
Yeah, that's right. Ain.
Ain. Sin. Qaf.
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 That's enough.
Qaf.
Sister.
Noon.
Okay. Now, here, that's it. The most important thing I want you guys to remember from this lesson is what is this called, sister? This squiggly line?
It starts with the M.
It does start with an M.
Med. Mom.
Med.
Med.
Okay. Med. That's enough. What is it called?
Med.
Med. All right, guys. So we're gonna stop here. This is pretty much all there is to this lesson. And tomorrow we're going to start with the fun stuff. We're going to start with the short vowels, inshallah. The most important thing from this lesson, though, is just remember that this is called med, because this is going to come up later. And this is very important. These people usually don't struggle with them that much. They're pretty straightforward. That's why they're here at the beginning. But just try to remember that these are called med. All right, guys?
Barakallahu feekum, man. Appreciate
Good
you.
job. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.